More than 100 candidates are vying for the chance to be Toronto's next mayor. This comes after John Tory resigned earlier this year over an affair with a staffer. Now, among those in the running is Molly, a 7-year-old Russian rescue dog. Molly and her owner, Toby Heaps, joins us now on the line. Toby, how you doing?
Hey, Elias, I'm pretty good. I usually call her my campaign companion, or my canine companion.
Yeah.
And we're running together to be a strong mayor team for Toronto. Me as the human mayor and her as the dog mayor.
Toby, my first real question is for Molly, actually. So here, hopefully Molly can hear me here on speakerphone or something. Molly, who's a good girl, Molly? Who's a good girl?
Molly, who's a good girl? Who's a good girl? She's looking. She's like, am I being baited?
Now, Toby, let me ask you the question. Is Molly a good girl? Tell me about Molly.
Well, this is the thing to know about Molly. She may be a dog, but she's not dogmatic. She sees good ideas from all stripes. There's good ideas from right, left, up, and down. And she wants, together, we want to make Toronto into one of the friendliest cities in the world, not just for us, for her, but for cats and everyone else as well, so we can have a good life and make this city thrive. And Molly is a pretty special dog. Dogs in general, I've noticed, and you probably have too, when you have one of them in the room, people tend to be more human. We tend to be calmer. We tend to make better decisions. The better versions of the humans come out. And I honestly believe that we already have dogs playing critical roles in many facets of our society, whether it's in the therapy or in security. And I think that it's time that we bring them into the political zeitgeist. And I think we could probably get a more substantive and playful and effective politics and policy making and decision making if we have dogs in the room.
Toby, listen, your campaign is after my heart because I am the hugest dog lover. And it's a fantastic headline, right? Like dog running for mayor of Toronto. But can we actually just look at the mechanisms, the legalities of this? Have you signed papers that say Molly the dog, or is it Toby Heaps, and then you're just telling everyone, but the dog will be with me? How's it working?
No. Obviously, a dog can't run for mayor. We have anthropocentric laws, and you have to be 18 years old, and dog years don't count, and you have to be an eligible elector, and we still don't let dogs vote in elections. So my name is on the ballot. I'm running to be the human mayor, and I would, if elected, one of the first things I would do is I would initiate procedure with the powers that the mayor has to establish Molly as the first dog mayor of Toronto. And many cities have dog mayors. Etobicoke has a dog mayor. Many cities around the world. It's a ceremonial, ambassadorial type post. And I think we could really make Molly to be the friendly face of Toronto, the friendlier city that we want to create. And while speeding up progress on a whole host of other issues that have been stuck in traffic for a long time.
Toby, there are 100 people running, and it seems there's a reason why. People are passionate about your city, passionate about Toronto. So let's talk a bit about that. Why has it turned into so many candidates? What are the stakes here in this Toronto election?
Well, Toronto's the largest city in Canada, second most multicultural city in the world. And it's got a lot of things going for it, and it's got a lot of things working against it. And I think there's a lot of people in the city who love it, and it's a wide-open race. In a by-election, anything can happen. It's the first by-election in the history of the mega city since it was established over 25 years ago. So I think a lot of people are passionate about the city, and they want to throw their hat in. And Molly and I are one of the candidate teams that are in there. We're the only sort of twofer that's out there. And we think there's a big opportunity to see things up here in Toronto. Obviously, there's a lot of things to do once you get into in the mayor's chair. It's a serious job. It's a serious city. But there's a lot of things we could do to make the city much more friendly for dogs. Like we could, we're going to have the most dog-friendly platform that anybody has ever seen. So if you're there's upwards of 500,000 dogs in this city. Probably over half of the electorate lives with a dog, and it's really important to have a place, off-leash, safe place where you can walk your dog, where they can drink water, to be able to take your dog on transit, to have your dog be able to come along with you on a patio, and we could make Toronto the number one city in the world for dogs on all of those fronts. We could catch up and leapfrog past Calgary. Calgary has twice as many off-leash dog parks as Toronto does, even though we have twice as many dogs as Calgary does. And we can also tackle critical issues by taking a more sort of playful human approach, whether it's on the housing affordability front, on the economic opportunity front, and critically on the public safety front. I spent my whole life working with some of the largest corporations in the world, including in Montreal and other places around the world, to get them to be more sustainable, to do better for their workers and for the planet. And the result is many of them are thriving. And I think we could bring that same kind of thinking, more integrated, holistic thinking, to City Hall with a sort of human-animal combination that could be a really powerful combo.
We're with Toby Heaps, running for mayor of Toronto, along with Molly, his dog. Hey, Toby, can we just talk a little bit more about Molly? And,
sure.
and you know, where you found her, how long have you had her, what kind of dog is she, breed-wise, all that kind of stuff.
Sure. So she's, you'll be able to see pictures of her going up, well, there's some already on tobyheaps.ca, Heaps, like heaps of trouble. And she is a gorgeous, we suspect, a wolf shepherd. So a wolf on the outside, but she's all 100% bunny rabbit on the inside. You can really tell a dog just by how they wag their tails, and it's just, you know, pure joy and ebullience. We got her as a rescue dog. My mom adopted her from Sochi, Russia. So she was living there around 6 years ago. And so she had a complicated journey out of Sochi on a plane to LaGuardia, so high carbon footprint for Molly, and then to Moscow, LaGuardia, and then to Buffalo. I picked her up in Buffalo, drove her across the border to my mom's cabin, and she was basically my mom's companion. And all my mom did was pour love into her, like she always did, with everyone. And when my mom got sick a couple of years ago, in the summer of 21. She told me she only had one request, and she wanted me to take care of Molly, and I told her not to worry, I would. And then my mom told me, you'd better. And then when my mom actually went, Molly was downstairs about 4 floors from the apartment where my mom was on the lake, and Molly let out this huge yelp. She was with my Uncle Mike. And, my Uncle Mike's pretty skeptical about these things. He's a sort of ex-CBC journalist. But he came running up, and he's like, what's wrong? And I said, well, she's gone. And he said, well, like, when did it happen? I said, like, a minute ago. He said, well, Molly just let out this huge yelp. And so there's just interesting human connection. And Molly loves my 2 boys. She sleeps in the bed with them, 4 and 7 years old. She likes to go under the covers, under the sheets. She loves sweet potatoes. She likes going for her runs, like 5 kilometers is perfect, a little longer. She's the shepherd. There's a hip dysplasia sort of risk, so we kind of keep it to 5K. And she just wants to sniff everybody's crotch, whether human or dog, and make them smile and kiss them and lick them. And she's just a pure love machine.
Toby, I've teared up, and I very rarely do that on this show. When you were telling me the story about Molly and your mom and that. Listen, I hope you have a lot of success in Toronto. I hope you win. If you don't, come to Montreal, run here, pretty please. Thanks so much, Toby. I appreciate your time this morning.
Okay, well, anytime if you're in Toronto, you're welcome to be. Molly and I are happy to host you anytime.
Yeah, you're too kind. That's Toby Heaps. The website, by the way, for his campaign, Toby, Toby, Heaps, Heaps, tobyheaps.ca, and you can see a wonderful, beautiful photo of Molly the dog when you head over to the website. Toby, have a great weekend. Thanks so much.